not moving your hips right and your pelvis sometimes is the root of lower back pain and a lot of issues in that area. In this video, I will show you the #1 exercise my clients use to get rid of that problem. As I told you in earlier videos, a lot of times the root for issues with the lower back or sometimes the pelvis in general can be found in actually not moving that body part as it's supposed to. Especially in this case, muscles in the center of your body like the psoas or the quadratus lumborum get very tight and not move a lot, so they stay in a very stiff, short position, and over time the muscle doesn't get the oxygen or the nutrition it should get, and so it sends a letter of complaint to your brain, being pain in this case. So in order to get rid of that problem, you should move your hips in a certain way, and I will show you a very clever and easy and very effective way to do it. Before we get there, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And here we go. Okay, this exercise is a super effective one. We call it over here sit walking. So what you're going to do is the following. You will sit on the floor, okay? The ideal way is to sit with legs straight and your upper body very straight and very erect. A lot of people won't be able to do it. They will either have their legs bent like this and sitting straight, or if they straighten the legs, the upper body will look like this. So if you have to choose, if you can't do this, then in this case you will go for the straight legs and leave the upper body like this, with the idea of getting upright and more upright with each time, okay? But we want to have the legs straight like this. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to actually walk with our pelvis. Okay, this means we're going to make little steps with our legs, but we have to move our pelvis in a certain way. By doing this, we will have to activate the psoas muscle and the quadratus lumborum on one side, and we have to let go of those muscles on the other side, which activates the pelvis in a great way, and so your hips will be more open. Doing this, it looks like this. Okay, you will kind of sit straight, and then you will lift one side of your pelvis. In this case, we do the right side. So this side goes up. It looks like this from the side. So you should really have your buttocks up so that you can like move your hand. So don't just like lift a little bit. It should be as high as possible. By doing so, one side gets short, one side gets long. In the beginning it might look like this, that you're leaning to one side in order to do it. That's okay, but after a while it should be like one long side, one short side. Buttocks are in the air, the knee lifts as well, but the heel stays on the floor, okay? So if you hear, the heel stays on the floor at first, and then you just lift the heel a little bit and make a step by pushing your pelvis forward. Then you switch sides, get to the other side, lift this side, okay, and make a little step, okay? Looks like this from the side, okay? One step like this. The other side is like this step, okay? And you basically just do 3 steps each side and try to make the exercise as slowly as possible, as relaxed as possible, and make the steps as large as possible, okay? So it's not an exercise about like getting from A to B, like some people do it like this. You can do it as a muscle training, but it doesn't do a lot for your fascial system or for your sensory refinement. So it should be very slow as possible. Possible is the word that's like bold. If it's not gonna work slower for you, then that's your tempo, but keep in mind to make it slower, bigger, and more relaxed. So you shouldn't be like lifting your shoulders doing this. Should be relaxed, or let's say as relaxed as possible. The good thing about this is at first sight you will activate those muscles we talked about, but the second thing is you will do a lot more things passively. So for example, if you get your weight on this side, then your whole focus is on this side, lifting the pelvis, what am I going to do with the heel, blah, 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 blah. But on the other side, you will have a nice stretch on the back side of your leg. So you're going to stretch those muscles, the hamstrings that are pretty short from sitting all day. And if you would do the same stretch without being distracted with all those things over here, it would be quite uncomfortable. But since your mind is over here, you don't really feel the stretch. You do it like kind of passively, and it works very, very well. Another thing is that, like, as you see, I have a special fascia floor down here, but if you just do it on a yoga mat or on a carpet or something, works perfectly as well. But doing the shifting of the body weight to one side, you will basically push your bones against your muscles from the inside and then against the floor, which is kind of the same effect a foam roller would have on your tissue. So instead of like just doing this rolling exercise by itself, you will have basically the same effect that you have here by just shifting to the side. So you have like a foam roller effect on the floor. So there are like 3 aspects to this exercise, which makes it a very, very nice multi-purpose exercise. So just 3 steps each side and try to go as slow as possible. So since there are just 6 steps for the whole exercise, you have to make every step count. So no fuzzling around, being too quick or stiff. Be concentrated and do it very slowly. Have fun. So if you like the video, don't forget, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with some friends. A lot of people have issues in that field. And yeah, hope to see you around for another video on this channel. This is it for today. My name is Dirk. See you.